The problem in your relationship is never apparent. It's always underneath. So as human beings, we communicate at two different levels. We communicate at the top level of what we call in a relationship triangulation. So we'll talk about money, sex, kids, the groceries, the car, anything, but then talk about our emotional needs. Why? Because when we talk about our emotional needs, we have to go to vulnerability. And we don't want to go to vulnerability because what if the person rejects us when we become vulnerable? So we'd rather then talk about sex, money, kids, etc. So we have this argument over the fact there's not enough love making going on in the relationship, particularly from his side. We can have arguments over who spends more. And now we get into a control issue over the money. But it's not about the money. It's about the fact that underneath, there's no real trust because money equals trust in a relationship. Do I trust you? Are you emotionally stable enough to handle money properly? And so it becomes an indicator of trust in the relationship. We can argue about the kids. Well, the reality in a relationship is that we go to the safest source of love. And if your relationship with your partner is not great, in a lot of cases, you'll go to your children to get that emotional stability when it comes to love, because the kids are always going to love you, particularly when they're smaller, right? So how do you get down to a deeper conversation? Well, if you think about intimacy, the word itself explains it. Into me, see. So you have to start having these deeper, vulnerable conversations, emotional conversations about your own emotional needs and what you need. Oh, she always rejects me. Oh, he never listens to me. This becomes the catch cry, because when you reach out, it seems like they're not getting you. That's because you're still triangulating. So yeah, you might have tried it a couple of times, but you don't have the skills necessary to get past your own trauma, your own hesitation, having those deeper emotional conversations that are so necessary about what you need inside the relationship. Because the reality is, yes, you're there to love the other person, but you're also there to have your own emotional needs met. Now, clearly with narcissists, and I hate that word really, to be honest with you, because it's really just describing, it's not a label for a person, it's describing a trauma that that person is going through. And so we have to understand these traumas in each other and help each other work through those traumas by reassuring each other that we do love each other with a certainty. So emotional stability is really critical inside a relationship. And that's a gained skill, one you have to practice and one that we provide in our events. So if you really want to know more and get down to a deeper level, book a discovery call via the profile link on my social media profile on TikTok, and we'll be able to assist you.